Hey there. Hope you're doing well. All things considered, it is a crazy time in the world right now. A lot of stress, a lot of emotions, and that's why I wanted to come on and just do a quick video about some aromatherapy essential oils that you can use for emotional support, for relieving stress, for feeling a little more upbeat, for having tools to help you manage and navigate through these uncertain times. So I don't think I need to point out why we're feeling stress right now. A lot of uncertainty, a lot of changes to our routine, a lot of fear around health and finances, which are really big causes of stress in anyone's life. And just that uncertainty of not knowing, when things are going to return back to normal. And, my heart goes out to anyone who's been seriously impacted with either a family member who's ill or some serious financial impact that you don't know, how long it's going to last. So regardless, we all are experiencing some stress right now with changes in the routine, and there's some things that can help. So first of all, I just want to say exercise. Like we've been inside a lot, and it's so important to just, our bodies are meant to move, and that can really release a lot of that kind of pent up stress and anxiety and tension, is just getting out and moving, inside, outside, both if you can. Get the blood moving, get those neurotransmitters firing, and get the lymph moving through your system. So exercise, fresh air, and don't forget to eat all those fresh fruits and veggies. If you could get to the grocery store, stock up on all the canned goods and the pasta and rice and all that, but don't forget to have really fresh fruits and vegetables too, because the living foods are what's going to give you a lot of vitality right now, in addition to your supplements. So but let's talk oils. That's why we're here. So aromatherapy for emotions, it's so key, and it's so interesting how it works, because the tiny molecules from essential oils actually go into our olfactory nerve through our nose. It connects to our limbic system in our brain, and this is what affects emotions. So things like even the physical aspects of emotions, so heart rate, blood pressure, even hormones. So that's why it's actually not just psychologically or an emotional aspect. There's a physical component going on. That's the interesting part of the science of essential oils and aromatherapy, is how it really does impact our emotions. And of course, the better quality your oils are, the more pure and more potent, the stronger effect you're going to experience. So I use doTERRA. That's what I'll be talking about today. So lavender, of course, comes to mind, but I'm going to talk about some other oils that maybe you haven't thought of, maybe you haven't heard of. So, but the way that we can use essential oils for emotions aromatically, a few different ways. You can put them in a diffuser, and you can also just put a drop on your hand, one or two, just gently rub them together and form a tent over your nose and do some deep breathing. Deep breathing alone is great for relaxation, but add some essential oils into the mix and you've got something really, really powerful. Just some really, really deep breaths, and then any extra oil that's left over, you can put it at the back of your neck. You can rub it into your hair. Smelling really great. Adding these to the bath as well with some Epsom salts, amazing. So lavender has that very, very calming effect. Emotionally and also on your skin, but we're not going to get into all the benefits of each oil this time. So lavender, but a lot of people don't like lavender. I hear that so many times at my classes and just in discussions. Lots of people just don't like it. So a great alternative is a blend from doTERRA called Balance. It's the grounding blend, and there's no lavender in it. It's got tree oils and different oils combined. It's really, what I find is that if my mind is kind of like scattered all over the place, or any sort of repetitive loops of thinking or any worry, things like that, smelling Balance is just super grounding. And I put this one on the bottoms of my feet in the morning before I put on my socks, and it just helps me stay kind of calm and balanced and grounded throughout the day. So Balance is a beautiful oil to use. Another one one. This one is really interesting, again, from a scientific perspective and psychology. Adaptive is what it is. It's the calming blend from doTERRA, and a lot of research and study is going into this. A lot of clinical trials, and this versus a placebo in studies where people then report on their mood, and they're checked for their heart rate, blood pressure, things like that. So adaptive has a lot of different oils going on in it, and each one has been chosen for the specific effect that it will have on the mind and body. And this one is recommended for any time that you're going into transitions or experiencing new things for the first time and it's making you a little bit nervous. So think of all the changes that we're having to adapt to right now. Adaptive has been very, very helpful for me, for my friends, my family, for people that I know. It's really, really great because it's grounding, it's relaxing, but it's also really uplifting. So it could kind of, chase away the feelings of sadness that are happening as well. So adaptive. It comes in an oil, it also comes in a roll-on bottle, and it comes in a capsule that you take internally for dietary use as well. But just the oil is great. You can put it in the diffuser, put it on your hands, do the tent thing. Put it in the bath. It's really, really soothing and calming. And then the fourth oil that I want to talk about is copaiba. I've done a video on this before. I'm just such a huge fan of it. It contains beta-caryophyllene, which is a cannabinoid. So it works with our body's own endocannabinoid system. All sorts of systems in the body that is going to impact in a positive way. Everything from cardiovascular to skin and digestive and respiratory, all sorts of things. But it has a very, very calming effect. So similar to CBD in a way, that also works on our endocannabinoid system. So calming and relieving even discomfort, so mild pain. If you apply it topically, it's great for that. But I take this internally. I take it, so it could be topically. I take it sublingually, so 2 drops under my tongue once or twice a day. It helps with my skin, it helps with my circulation, it helps with my kind of anxiety feelings. It's just very calming, very relaxing, smells great. It's from the Brazilian rainforest. It's really, really amazing plant medicine, if you will. So those are the oils I wanted to talk about, but I also wanted to talk about some blends that you would use topically. So when you roll something on your skin, you're applying it topically, you're also getting the benefit aromatically as well, obviously, because you're smelling it, but it's going right into your system, into your bloodstream, into your body, and it's having a double effect that way, in addition to aromatically if you're using it topically. So there's so many blends. There's a whole line of emotional aromatherapy from doTERRA with different blends with names like cheer and motivate and console and forgive and things like that. So they're pretty obvious kind of how you would use them. Motivate, I just love tremendously. It's got kind of a sweet vanilla, peppermint, and citrus thing going on all together. So that's a great one to get you really kind of up off the couch and motivated to have a productive day. Forgive. If you've got those feelings of like people are driving you crazy, like maybe your kids or your spouse or whoever you're kind of stuck in the house with a lot lately, forgive can really help to release those types of emotions. So there's a whole study science of emotions and aromatherapy. I'm not going to get into that in this video. I just want to let you know that there's options out there. These emotional aromatherapy oils also come in this type of bottle, so great to use in the diffuser so that you can impact the mood of everyone in the room, in the household. But the last one I'm going to talk about is called Calmer, and it's from the kids collection. But of course, it's not just for kids. It just means it is pre-diluted, so it's safe for children, babies, those with sensitive skin. But what I love about this one, it does have lavender in it, but it also has Roman chamomile, and so this has a very, very calming effect. It reminds you of the smell of sleepy time tea. That Celestial Seasonings or something, that sleepy time tea with the teddy bear on it. It smells a bit like that, but with lavender. That's really, really calming and grounding. So there's lots of tools that we can use in addition to exercise and eating well and breathing, deep breathing, and of course having a really great sleep, so important. But aromatherapy could be really, really important right now and really helpful. So I hope that helps. I hope you're staying healthy and taking good care.